洗脸也看不出来呀。
那你一年洗脸能看出来吗？
我那就看出了了。
为啥呢？你能看出来，我看不出来
因为你是非洲，我是中国。
出去吓过人没？
不是，你出去你吓唬过人吗？
我白呀，我不吓唬人，我吓啥人啊？
你白呀？你是中国人不？
I had to show you this video because I'm pretty sure after you watch this clip, you are gonna be angry and I need us to talk about it. And I'm sorry, after you watch this, definitely you're gonna get angry. That's the emotion I got after watching it. Watch this clip, we'll come back and talk about it.
Đi đủ giấy rồi, chết lâu rồi. Một chiều qua đi không hát được chùi. Một điều mà.
What type of shit is this?
Mà chắc một chỉ xin khai thùng luôn nào thành ngồi ông suối, ông chân này ngồi dòng quá. Một chiều hai ông chùi đấy.
Mày ông con nhập ấy được không? Chắc cậu ai tùa mẹ?
Anh yêu anh.
Hả?
We'll die sooner or later. And
Nonsense.
The video you just watched is in China and it's a couple. They were in China, you can see from the video, and they were in a lift. Some old, elderly Asian women, Chinese women, entered the lift, and as soon as they saw the black couple, I believe the couple are probably from Nigeria from their accents, but I can be wrong, but just Africa, okay? When they got inside, and if you notice, one of the ladies, she didn't even get inside. She didn't wait to hold or pinch her nose, cover her nose. When she saw them, she immediately went into action and wanted to show them that these people and just that this. I want to tell the story without being triggered. I don't think it's fair that we have to go through this as a people because, okay, we'll talk about that later. Let me just describe what happened. So yeah, you can tell that immediately they started covering their nose and mouth and they just don't want to inhale the air around those people there, right? The couple that were in the lift. And they were saying, at least I don't speak Mandarin, so I had to rely on others' translation, and people were saying, they were talking about stink and smell, and that's what they were saying. But I call BS on that because some of them didn't even get the chance to smell them, right? So they just saw them and pinched their nose. So no. It's not because they smelled anything. And this is not the first time we're witnessing this. We watched so many videos coming out of China where Black people can be on a train and as soon as they come in, they pinch their nose and they leave. Or some even spit out, like spit their saliva. How disgusting. How are you trying to act like that person that is next to you that didn't do anything to you is disgusting, but you are spitting in front of them, in front of others, spitting your saliva. How disgusting is that? How disgusting are you? Yeah, that's not what they believe. And it's sickening to witness this happen to our people time and time again. And it's just very sad that this couple went through this. And there are so many people that go through this as well. And what angers me is that they do this unprovoked and they expect you to deal with that. The disrespect. It's not just, let's play devil's advocate, okay? Let's say this couple they had a smell that this old ladies didn't like, right? If it was you in their place, would you be doing and talking? You would at the very least have the decency to not make that person feel some type of way. You hold your composure, you try not to show. Even if you do it in a subtle way, at least that's the people I grew up with, the people I know, the people I interact with. That's how I was raised. You don't do that to people, even if they're in that position or you're not really comfortable, right? You don't want to show them. This feels like the disrespect is too much. They want you to feel embarrassed. They want you to feel beneath them. They want you to feel insecure by showing you and just doing it in front, looking at you, maintaining eye contact. It irks my spirit. It really does. And I've covered so many stories of our younger generation, actually. Maybe they went to school to China or they're working there and they film their interaction, because nowadays the kids, what they do these days is film themselves and post, or they go live. They live stream. It's a thing now. And you see the interactions that they go through about the questions they ask them. When you wash your skin, does it get lighter? Does the dirt come out? Is your blood red? As if we're not also human beings and the human race has red blood, everyone. Like even animals have, like, you know what? In case you missed those interactions, watch these clips.
洗脸也看不出来呀。
那你一年洗脸能看出来吗？
我那就看出了了。
为啥呢？你能看出来，我看不出来。
因为你是非洲，我是中国人，你听我讲啊。但是你们那地方人都黑。
那你们这边是什么色的？
我们这有点是白色嘛。
那是黄的，什么白色的？
不是白黄。对对对对对，我们这有点黄。
所以咋的？我是黑人，我咋洗的？我洗不白。你是黄人，
咱是也洗不白。
你也是黄人，你也洗不白。
对对对，
只有白人洗得白是吧？
对，我开玩笑，
我也开玩笑。
没事。
只想问你个事儿。
问。
是你这么黑，你晚上出去你吓过人没？
不是，你出去你吓唬过人吗？
我白呀，我不吓唬人，我吓啥人啊？
你白呀？
啊。
你是中国人不？
对，我是菜妞。
你是黄皮肤的，你不吓人，我也不吓人的。
啊，你也不吓人呐？
对。
我寻思你不得把人吓根儿。
你那是啥呢？我说你咋这么黑呢？晒的。
你咋这么晒的呢？
我这皮肤好。
我也皮肤好啊。
你太黑了。
你也太黄了。这能瞎说？
昨天在餐厅跟你说话的是一个什么人？
黑人。
是叔叔还是阿姨？
阿姨。
你以前见过他吗？
在餐厅见过几次。
见过几次？是这样子的，公主，就昨天妈妈跟你说，你可以跟他打招呼，可以跟他说话，其实这是不对的。为什么呢？因为这些黑人呢，他有很不好的习惯，他很不礼貌。有时候呢，在我们中国，有时候在国外做了很多去伤害中国人的事情。我们是什么人啊？
中国人。妈妈，我跟你说，我们是中国人，要保护好中国，要爱惜中国，知道了吗？
知道。所以呢，我们不能跟陌生人说话，不能吃陌生人的东西，不能跟陌生人聊天，不能跟陌生人走。黑人我们更要防范他们，好吗？
好的。
我们是
中国人，
我们爱
中国。
对，我们爱中国，爱五星红旗。
你说你这么黑，你的血也是黑色的吗？
那我问你，这么黄，你的血也是黄的吗？
不对，我这个黄皮肤，我们的血是红的。
我是黑皮肤，我的血也是红色的。
我认啊，
那必须的。
哎呀呀呀
As you saw, it's just disrespectful in my opinion. Some people say,
it's because, they're not used to black people and they're really intrigued and they're interested and they inquire, they ask questions.
I was giving them, but whenever I hear this, as a human being, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I also be like, okay, maybe, this person is old and maybe they didn't know that this is their first interaction with a black person. But then the more you hear them speak, the more you're like, I beg to differ. For the most part, at least. Not everyone is innocent in their intention. Chinese people are not dumb. I mean, they tell us that they're one of the smartest people in the world, right? What are we talking about? Anyways, fam, this video really frustrated me and I wanted to talk about it. And I hate the fact that our people have to go through this, because I believe all of us in this world, citizens of this world, deserve to see the world, deserve to move around, deserve to live our lives the way others live. But because this always ends up bringing the conversation of, then don't go where you're not wanted, then don't go to... How many countries then? We can't go to Asia, we can't go to Europe, we can't go to the Americas, we can't go... Really? we don't get a chance to see the world because the world, for some messed up reason, sees us in the way that they do? No, I mean, of course, it's up to you where you spend your money, and that is up to us. It's a personal, individual option and choice to either say, no, I'm not going to these places. But some people are curious. They just want to see the world. That's their dream. That's their goal. And that gets taken away because of these racist people. That's what really, makes me angry. It does. It actually does. But anyways, fam, let me know down below what your thoughts are about this. What do you think? And I think I've asked this question before on this channel. What do you think is the right thing to do? Do we just stop traveling? Do we just reject opportunities when they come to us because there may be this kind of foolish people in the world? What do you think? Or should we push back, talk about it, call out the disrespect, and stand up for ourselves and still do whatever we want and please to do? Let me know down below. Anyways, fam, I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.